Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the tight end goes in motion left. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Panthers had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faith.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw, because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Panthers have moved out in front.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up and down.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll look to throw again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Second and 1. Rolling to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Panthers have recovered.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Okay, break.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Hands it off out of the gun.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They're going to look to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Walker has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the same.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no depth. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll come out throwing here on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. This is McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Carolina, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach.